Beware. Beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Friday morning to everybody, friend and foe. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. My friends, I hope they have a great Christmas. And my political enemies, I hope have a great Christmas. Most of these, my political enemies, I have nothing against. Now, I have it against Kern and Sprague for what they did to my son while he was alive and after he died, but that's okay. That's personal between me and them. Everything else is political. And I wish all my political enemies the best. Most of them are decent people. They just think stupid. So let's try to have this year a good holiday. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. If you've lost a loved one, it's not as good, but, I'm trying to fight through mine, and I hope everybody fights through theirs. Because politics is one thing, but life and death is totally something different. I want to start off, I want to say hi again, and I got the names wrong yesterday. Nathan Richter out at Menards, him and his grandfather, Joe Hanfelder. They listen to the show all the time, and I said it was Nathan Hanfelder. It's Nathan Richter. I hate it when somebody mispronounces my name. It's son of a bitch, not sons of bitch. When you pronounce Bob Romanik, you say, you son of a bitch. It's son of a bitch. It's not sons of bitch. So let's get our names right. We sincerely appreciate that. I want to talk briefly here. Article in the paper. And of course, you can't believe anything in this Slimocrat. And I tell you got a great reporter in Carolyn Smith. What an asswipe lady she is. And I use that term very loosely. She never gets anything right, in my opinion. They had a little problem in Washington Park. Ray Coleman, the consultant, the governmental consultant, they tried to fire Ricky Thomas. Tried to fire him. But see, Ricky is the one that was anointed chairman of the Canteen Township Democratic Organization by that no good, low life, good for nothing, white cracker bastard. Some bitch wouldn't go to his dad or his brother's funeral. And we know him as Bob. I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal, Sprague. I want to ask you, Sprague, do you get drunk, pass out and piss in your pants and sometime crap in your pants and your wife's got to change your Depends? And he's the leader of the Democratic Party. Someone said, watch out, he'll come and get you. Hey, I'm right here, Sprague. I drive my clown car. You know where I'm at, you rotten bastard. You no good piece of political crap. You and the big faggot Maximus Vaginas. There are, in the state of Illinois now, there's same-sex marriages, so you guys don't get too close to each other because just maybe, you guys that want to get married, and I know Kern may think about it, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. But anyway, they're moaning and groaning, a couple of the board members. They're mad. This Carlene Tucker, who I believe to be a nice lady, put a movement to fire Ray Coleman. Then apparently she decided she didn't want to. And I guess for some reason she felt she had to resign. So the mayor appointed a new board member who voted to keep Ray Coleman. I I say to that, if Carlene Tucker really wanted Ray Coleman fired, she would have not have resigned from the board. But you get board members that want to talk the crap. Jackson, one of the board members, oh, good old Stonewall Jackson. He says, it came as a real surprise. And what was more disgusting was the mayor put someone in Tucker's seat that she knew would vote with her and create a tie. Hey, Stonewall Jackson, you idiot. No, she's going to put an enemy in there. Why do these bastards always want to play politics when it benefits them? But as soon as it doesn't benefit them, then politics is a bad word. Clyde Jackson, you're totally, totally wrong. And then Jackson says, then he and others who wanted Coleman gone must seek legal advice. Well, seek it from Sprague, unless he's pissing in his drawers. You guys tried to hire him as one of these city attorneys. And again, may I ask, is there any black guy in St. Clair County qualified to be an attorney? I'm going to call Ku Klux Klim. I have Ku Klux Klim tell me what he thinks, and he is the ultimate white, no-good racist. But I'm going to ask him, and I'll ask you, the proud black community. You got this fat-ass, greasy, no-good sumbitch, and I've used the word nigger on the air. I'm going to use the word cracker. I'll use the word hunky. This fat-ass Garrett Horner makes $400,000 or $500,000 a year in School District 189. That no-good sumbitch wouldn't put his white kids in. He don't let his white kids go down to East St. Louis. But Alonzo Greenwood, Charlie Powell, the leaders of School District 189, they sure give it to the white boy, don't they? Again, you've heard me say, look at McCall, Curtis McCall, that idiot in Centerville Township. Sprague's got the township attorney's job. Look at Curtis McCall's son in Cahokia. Sprague's got that job. Now don't call Bob Romanik a racist. I help the black community when I think it's deserving. Don't come up here as proud black and ask the white man for a job and say, oh, he ain't give me a job because I'm black. Go down there to the black community because a black ain't giving you a job because you're black. Now, there's a true plantation Nicaraguan in Lonzo Greenwood and Charlie Powell and the leaders of the East St. Louis Democratic Club. Think about it, people. Got all these positions. Would they give it to a proud black man, a proud black attorney? I say to that, there must not be any. And so I guess what Ku Klux Klim says, all blacks are stupid, all blacks are lazy. Maybe the blacks are too lazy and then they got to law school and they were too stupid. And you know I'm being facetious. But don't always blame it on the white guy. Now the white guys, hey, we screwed up a lot. Back in the day, I mean, I wasn't there, but slavery, I disdain. I wish that never would have happened. But we got to get past that. But we're going to talk black and white issues. Let's be real, people. But anyway, Clyde Jackson, Stonewall Jackson, said Jackson said that he and others who want Coleman gone must seek legal advice. Again, get that from Sprague. The mayor gets to do whatever she wants to do in front of the public. She talks like she owns Washington Park. But the trustees run and own Washington Park. No, you idiot, the people run and own Washington Park, Stonewall. And I think he's a decent guy. But when I think somebody's wrong, I think they're wrong, and he's wrong. The trustees run Washington Park, my ass. The people run Washington Park. You trustees just work for the people. When is everyone going to understand that? I personally think Ray Coleman's done a great job. Ray and I have had plenty differences. But I think he's got Washington Park on the right track. And I would say when they say that he does the job, he says, we don't get to do anything. He says, Jackson says, it's unfair, and I want someone with legal powers to look at what's going on in Washington Park and give us help that we need to do our jobs the way we're supposed to. They're bitching about Ray Coleman doing what they're supposed to do. Well, what's the difference between a governmental consultant and a city manager? A city manager does, why don't you just change the name out there in Washington Park to city manager? It's the same position. But that just gives the people of Washington Park more things to bitch about. That town's impoverished, as are a lot of towns in St. Clair County, not just black towns, white towns. You know, it's a money thing. It's not a educational thing. It's an economic thing. But I want to say, I think Ray Coleman has done a good job helping the people of Washington Park. And I would ask all his detractors, why are you worried? Why are you worried about Ray Coleman if he's doing the job? I've never heard of people bitching because somebody does too much work. And Ricky Thomas, now come on. Ricky Thomas never been mean to me. He's been cordial to me. But I can't sit there and read this. Ricky Thomas says he doesn't have a personal vendetta against Coleman, as some of the board members have said. And I think that's a lie, Ricky Thomas. I think you've got a big vendetta against Coleman, and that's your prerogative. But don't bring the city. Take him out in the back and try to whip his ass in the alley. Don't cost the taxpayers of Washington Park who have nothing. Don't cost them more money because of a personal squabble between the two political sides in Washington Park. You know, things going to have to change, people. We're going to have to take our country back one city at a time. One city at a time. Also, got a letter here, and I want to read this. And people will say, again, Bob Romanik's a racist. No, I talk racial issues. I talk racial issues that most other people won't touch. Got this off the AP wire. Black Panthers marched in Milwaukee over the weekend to protest police genocide of blacks. Toting rifles, this is the Black Panthers now, they're toting rifles and chanting black power, along with profanity-laced epithets against law enforcement. Other chants include, "Free us or you die, cracker." Now, these are black guys, black radicals that are toting rifles and chanting black power, and they want to know why there's potentially serious situations, confrontations with the police. Other chants were, "Free us or you die, cracker," as well as "F the pigs and F the police." This is genocide. It can't go on, said Dr. Ali Mohammed with the Revolutionary Black Panthers Party. Any other country, any other people, it would be declared such as war. The Black Panthers called this Sunday afternoon, called a march, a human rights tribunal, in the name of people killed by police, adding that the group demanded the resignation of the mayor and the chief of police. Hey, you Black Panther idiots. And it's a white guy calling the Black Panthers idiots. That don't scare me. You know, all they can do to me, I've had people say, watch out, Romanik, you're going to get hurt. All they can do is kill me, and at this point in my life, you think I give a damn? Because I don't. So if that's all you got, come get it, because I don't give a damn. The Blaze newspaper reported unrest in Milwaukee in August after now a black police officer fatally shot a black person. The black police officer is no longer with the police department and was charged with first-degree reckless homicide. Now, if he's not a professional police officer, if he's a bum with a badge, I hope they throw his ass in jail forever. But those incidents are few and far between. And this Mohammed added, "We don't give a damn if it's a Trump heir and that the Black Panthers will defend themselves with lethal force if necessary." Now, you know what that does? That puts a proud black man, when he's approached by a police officer, in peril, in jeopardy. Because I read this as a white police officer, and I have to stop a black guy, and he gets a little goofy, and some people get excited when they get stopped. Hell, there could be a confrontation and a killing. These Black Panthers are putting the proud black community in a bad position. So you approach us, and we are armed lawfully. You put our lives in imminent threat or danger. We've got the right, according to every law, badge or not. You murder the bastard, Mohammed said in a video, adding that this group is anti-terrorism and isn't talking about violence or committing crime. You know, we tried to reach out. We try to reach out to these idiots. I hear there may be St. Louis chapter. Somebody for the Black Panthers, give me a call, the Revolutionary Black Panthers. Now that name, that just starts out on a good note, doesn't it? Revolutionary Black Panthers. A police spokesman told the TV station in Milwaukee, officers monitored the Sunday's demonstration. Says open carrying a firearm is not arrestable, absent of any other violation of the law. So these Black Panther, revolutionary Black Panther idiots, so I don't want to disrespect them, they're carrying guns and talking about killing the crackers. Now let something happen, and it's a white guy's fault. But the one guy, too, talked about, we don't give a damn if it's the Trump era. Remember? And I predicted it. The black church, it was burnt down. It had vote for Trump. Guess who burnt the church down? Guess who called who called President Trump to be elected? Vote for President Trump. Vote for Donald Trump. This is a black guy. Now, he just wanted to incite crap. Let's get real, people. But anybody from the Black Panther Party, call me up. Because I'm so pissed. I don't, at this point in my life, I don't give a damn. And I'm not going to sit there and take it. And I don't think anybody in the proud black community agrees with this idiot. And there again, there's a white guy. White guy talking about a black guy, talking about being an idiot. And I'm going to talk about Trump, too. This white, stupid son of a bitch, Ivana Trump, the president-elect's daughter, and her children. Now, her children were with her. They were on an airplane, and this stupid white trash bastard became mad because of her dad. He also became mad because, I guess, the rich gal's flying on a regular plane in coach. Why the hell would you come after somebody's daughter, especially with her children around? I don't know who that son of a bitch is, but I know he's inbred. His mama's probably his wife. No good son of a bitch. And I just ask, I would assume the grown children of the president don't get Secret Service protection. If anybody knows the protocol for a president's family security, if so, let me know, because I know the younger. I don't know if after 18 that every family member you do, is that for a fact? Well, I wonder where the Secret Service was at this point. But anyway, well, we'll talk about that momentarily. I would also, and Black Panthers, give me a call. You son of a bitches. All you want to do is stir up the crap. And I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Where's the rage? Where's the rage when a 3-year-old gets killed in road rage shooting? Out shopping, Christmas shopping with his grandma. A young 3-year-old black kid. Never going to have a rough time in his future getting opportunities, as some of the whites do. He ain't never going to get the chance to get the opportunity because some greasy black son of a bitch killed him. Where the hell's the outrage from the revolutionary Black Panthers? Where's the outrage from the NAACP? Where's the outrage from everybody in the black community? The 4-year-old black child shot and killed in a road rage. The child was black, and now we find out that the shooter was also black. Once again, black outrage. Where's it at? Where's the black outrage in all the killings in St. Louis and all over the country? I challenge the NAACP and all proud activist groups to denounce this revolutionary Black Panther Party. They will not. And if they don't, that shows how racially biased they all are. Come on, legitimate black groups. Get in the game. They may be afraid. Maybe they're afraid to denounce, or maybe, just maybe, they agree with the revolutionary Black Panthers. So let me, Bob Romanik, the national president of the National Association for Majority Equality, let me be the first to denounce the black-ass, white, no-count, low-life organization of the revolutionary Black Panther Party. They're totally wrong. They want to incite a riot. And when one of them get hurt, one of them get killed, rightfully so probably. Then it's a police thing. Our policemen need to be protecting us, people. We don't need other groups out there trying to stir up crap. We've got some call. Go ahead. Got a caller? Go ahead, caller. I'm so pissed off, I'll let you talk. Go ahead. You're on the dark side.
Morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing? Hey,
now, wait a minute. What do you mean, what the hell am I doing? You know how I'm doing. I'm not doing worth a damn. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. I am not an idiot Black Panther member, but I am a proud, white, hard-working man. So there you go.
Thank you.
But, I've been, not to get off your topic, but I've been hearing reports of our Governor Rauner spending $50 million of his own money for his campaign for 18.
Yeah, that's...
Where does he get $50 million? What the hell's up with that?
No, Mark, he's worth, and thanks for the call, he's worth probably $1 billion plus. So if he's worth that much money, $50 million is like a dollar in our pocket. But I got to say to Rauner, he is an asswipe, stupid son of a bitch. I'm actually thinking about running against him in the Republican primary. I'm actually thinking about throwing my hat into the ring because I think he's an idiot. I think he's done nothing. And I don't think the Democrats have. That's the problem. That's the problem. We got a Democratic Party in St. Clair and in state of Illinois, and we got a Republican Party. And neither one of them are doing a damn. Neither one of them are doing a damn. So I say to you, Rauner, get off your rich boy ass. He's sort of like Kern. You know, the big faggot Mark Kern, the county board chairman in St. Clair County. His parents give him millions of dollars. He never earned a penny, in my opinion. He wants to have something to do. Well, go play with your little diddly thing in the bathroom, and Rauner, you do the same thing, you idiot. These guys want to get involved in politics for an ego trip. I want to get involved in politics to make a difference for the good people of this great state. But Rauner, what an idiot. He's supposed to be a good businessman. Look at Trump. Trump's putting deals together, making compromises before he even takes office. Rauner's been there 2.5 years, can't get a budget. I don't think money's going to buy this election. I know there's a lot of candidates that are thinking about running as Democrats. I didn't see Lisa Madigan's name. But put this in your little black book, or white book, because I don't want to be known as a racist. Put in your little white book. Lisa Madigan is going to surface. I think her daddy will probably retire in 2 years, and I think she'll run for governor. And maybe she'll be a good candidate. Rauner hasn't showed me anything. Quinn sure didn't show. Rauner was the lesser of two evils. That Quinn, what an idiot he was. But I'm actually thinking about running against Rauner. Now, I'm not going to win. But you know what I always say? The fight is usually, if not always, more important than the victory. Now I see on the news, there's a big protest because a black lady was creating a disturbance. And it was covered all over again and again in the newspaper and also on TV. But there's no blurbs about the killings in the black community. What the hell is wrong with you proud black people? If that had been a white man that got involved in a situation, whether he's right or wrong. Look at Darren Wilson, the white police officer in Ferguson. He was totally right, vetted by everybody. There was a national riot. Hands up, don't shoot my ass. Hands were never up. Hands were on that policeman's neck. That's why the bastard got killed. And I hate to say that for the family, because I know the family's grieving. But it is what it is, people. We can't have it both ways. But here, this 3-year-old killed in Little Rock, Arkansas. I don't see the NAACP. I don't see any black organization up in arms over that. I don't see any black organization, this Antonio French, this idiot alderman in North St. Louis running for mayor. Son of a bitch, you can't keep the killings out of North St. Louis and you want to be the mayor of the whole town? You can't control your ward, you black stupid idiot. These guys better do something. But I say it's our fault, people. It's our fault. Because we are the bosses The politicians, work for us. But we let them keep going and going. And as long as they keep going and going, we're not going to get a damn thing from anybody. Not going to get a damn thing from anybody. We're going to take a quick break. Lines are always open. We are America's voice of freedom. Definitely the Patriot. Call toll-free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Hey, I'm an equal opportunity exposer. Those Arab bastards a couple days ago on the plane talking that Arabic crap. I'm going to tell you what. I'm for keeping every son of a bitch that ain't American out of this country. When are we the keepers of the world? You've heard me time and time again. We can't feed our people, black and white, men and women, Democrats and Republicans, but we're going to feed every son of a bitch across the water, and we're going to let every ignorant bastard come to this great United States. They're not coming with money. They're not coming with education. They're not coming with ideas to make our country better. They're coming because they want something from us. They want our medical care. They want our educational system working for them. I'm tired of it, people. And I'm not a racist. I'm a realist. And I believe in helping people. But what I say is, if we're going to help somebody, let's help us first, the American citizens. We got these asswipe immigrants coming in from all over. I feel bad about Syria. I feel bad about all the places that people are being destroyed, families being killed. But damn, we got to worry about our family. I guess what they expect. Go out and make $100,000 a year, and the bum next to you don't work, but give him your money. No, that money's for you and your family. Our tax dollars are for us, United States citizens. And you have people say, that Romanik, there he goes again. I don't give a damn. That's the way I feel. I don't mind taking care of anybody, but why? And Obama, what an idiot. He's going to stop having Muslims register. Now, he's only doing that to try to screw Trump. He's not screwing Trump. He's screwing all of us. He's going to set us back 10 years. He's already set us back 20 with his lack of leadership. And it's not because he's black. And I got to ask, he ain't black. He's biracial. But you heard me yesterday. You don't play that biracial card because being white don't get you nothing. Being black gets you something. So he's a first black president. No, he's a first Oreo president, black and white. Never says anything about, Obama, you ashamed because you're half white? I think that's wrong. In with me. Just walked in and people. Call me a racist, call me whatever you want. Carl Officer is a proud black man. He'll fight for the black community when he thinks the black community's right. When somebody fights in a situation that they know is wrong, that doesn't help the people they're fighting for. That just makes the problem worse. And Carl Officer and his family been around a lot of years, and he is a proud black man. I don't think Carl's ever played the race card. Now, I'm sure he's talked about the whites when they were wrong, and I know he's talked about the blacks when they're wrong, and that's what we do here. Let's don't distinguish between blacks and whites. Let's distinguish between right or wrong. With me. Well, I'd say my good friend, but it'd probably get him in trouble, so I'll say, it's no good, son of a bitch, Carl Officer. Now, Carl, everybody will like you now because I'm giving you crap. How you doing today, Mayor?
Good morning, Bob. How you doing?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't mind seeing as you, my friend. I'm going to tell you something. You are wild as the day is long, but I understand some of your rant. I do want to comment on one thing. You asked the question about the president's children. All of President-elect Trump's children are eligible for and are receiving Secret Service protection. I saw that on the news the other day.
Was that his grown children, too?
Yes, grown children.
Okay.
But what happened, the Secret Service took Mrs. whatever her last name is.
Donald Trump.
Well, I think she's married, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's using
whatever,
that name.
Yeah. They took her to the airport at JFK, and apparently, I don't think you got the whole story. The young man that was verbally accosting her, I started laughing because he said that his husband.
That was a gay thing. I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that homophobic crap up, but you did.
Yeah, I said that his husband was very upset with Ivana's father. But then they got him off the JetBlue plane in California. They took a private jet from California to Hawaii, which... I don't understand why they didn't just take Daddy's plane in the first place.
Well, but Mayor, two things. Now they're bitching because
I took my father's plane.
Yeah, well, no, that'd make you uppity and rich. It'd make you uppity and rich. But now I gotta say, when Obama got elected, the blacks were happy as hell, and the whites were okay. The whites, I heard a lot of them. This black some bitch and blah blah blah. But that's okay. There wasn't no riot in the streets. Yeah. But now. I mean, they're not even giving Trump the opportunity to screw up.
Well, I'm back to the airplane. If my father owned the plane, I'd have flown.
Oh, you'd be a big shot, huh?
I'd have flown.
Oh, you want to fly with us poor people, huh?
If my father had an airplane as nice as Donald Trump's plane, I doubt very seriously if I would have got on JetBlue with my kids to fly from New York to Hawaii.
See, I thought you was.
I'm just keeping it real.
I know.
You're talking about being a realist.
No.
Why would I want to get peanuts when I could be eating steak?
Well, that's true.
And having to hang out on my daddy's plane and flying JetBlue? Are you crazy? No. But I think that I'll comment on one of your groups, one of your messages this morning. The Black Revolutionary or the Revolutionary Black Panther Party. Come on. I remember when they had the original Black Panthers out of Oakland, California. And I remember some of the operations that they had in Carbondale when I was going to school in Carbondale. They were primarily doing things like having food pantries. They put shoes on children. They did after-school programs. They were not as crazy as some of these groups I've heard. But you can flip the script, I guess, and deal with some of the skinheads. You got crazies on both sides of the fence.
Well, no, you're right.
And at the end of the day, I believe that people have to respect each other's rights and their right to disagree. But I don't think that taunting people, giving them declarations that you're going to do this to them, and that to me goes beyond the pale of free speech. That goes into
that's
anarchy.
Inciting a riot. You're exactly right.
Anarchy. And if you want to walk around with your rifle up and down the street in Milwaukee, that's fine. But to tell a police officer or a citizen that you're going to kill them based upon their occupation or their race, that is totally unacceptable in any book.
Well, let me tell the Black Panther organization, you say you want to kill a cracker, you eat crackers. So I would tell all you revolutionary Black Panthers, I'm a cracker, eat me, don't kill me. Eat me if you know what I mean, and I think you do. I just get tired, Mayor. I get tired. See, it's crap like this that helps put a wedge between the black and white people, the proud black and white communities. We got enough wedges we're trying to get rid of. Not wedgies, but wedges. And we don't need the revolutionary Black Panther Party to put another wedge in this already racially corrupt situation we have. Because I say corrupt because it is, because the politicians, both black and white, they use this racism to benefit financially. The Al Sharpton, the Jesse Jackson, the white boys, they use this racial situation so they can benefit, so they can stay in power. And that's not fair to anybody in this great country.
Well, I think that you have a great opportunity, and I've said this to you before on and off the air. You have a great opportunity because of this radio station and your affiliations to begin to help bring some understanding and some healing because of your voice and things that you have the ability and the opportunity to do. And whether it is on Sunday mornings, every community in America has church services on Sunday morning, and most of the time it's segregated. You know,
I've said that before.
It's interesting to see how you got people who supposedly worshiping the same God, but they can't do it together because we got to go to a white church or go to a black church. You know, I agree with you 1,000%. There's just too much division and people trying to divide us over silliness instead of taking a look at reality and dealing with common sense and decency. But all that being said, my friend, I am just concerned, as I told you the other day when I stopped by. I know this is a tough time of the year for you. I know that you're getting ready to you're still doing that fasting thing. It's amazing to me.
I'm fasting for 7 days. People say you can't do it. I say you can do anything you want to do.
Yeah. I just, you know, you're my friend, and I don't mind letting anybody know. I'll stand with you when you're right, and I'll stand up to you when I think you're wrong.
And we've done that. We went toe-to-toe times when you thought you were right, I thought I was. But that's what friends and men do, Mayor. Never brought my family in, and I've never brought your family in. Yeah. We've had disagreements. We shake hands at the end of the day. We understand each other, and we move on. And that's what people should do in this great country. But they want to kill each other. They want to fight and destroy each other. I just want equal treatment for everybody.
I've got to go see some families today. A friend of mine, you remember down on 19th and Bond Avenue with Bond Avenue Half Shop?
Sure.
The lady that her and her husband owned it, she passed early this morning. I've got to go see their family.
Well, what is the family? We're going to give a condolence?
The Neely family. She passed early this morning, and I talked to her grandson. I'm going to meet with them today and make her arrangements. But, you know, when I see families that I'm going to see today and tomorrow, even on Monday, these people have lost someone that's near and dear to them. They don't have time for all this silliness. When I look at what I saw that on the news, you talked about it, the 3-year-old got killed in Arkansas.
For no reason.
This black guy gets mad at his grandmother and shoots in the car. She doesn't know her grandson's hit till she gets to the store and finds out this child is bleeding to death in her car.
One little article, Mayor, in the paper. Now, if that had been a white guy, there'd have been a national riot.
It'd been a riot in Arkansas.
So I ask you as a proud black man, and I know you probably can't answer it, but I always think to myself, and when I think to myself, I put it on the air. Yeah. Why don't the blacks get concerned about North St. Louis, the blacks killing the blacks? It's just kind of hypocritical to me, Mayor, isn't it?
I think that there's some validity to that statement, but I do think that there's an awful lot of black people and white people that are concerned about the enormous amount of violence in the city of St. Louis, particularly the black-on-black crime. I just don't think that they've figured out how to work it out yet, how to address it. The marches haven't worked. The massive meetings have not worked. I'm of a personal opinion. I don't think you can have a big group meeting and stop folks. When you've got people who are hell-bent on committing crimes and doing things that are atrocities, I think you have to address it one by one. I did find it interesting to hear your take the other day about the death penalty. I'm riding in my car the other morning getting some death certificates.
Agree or not?
I think that it would be interesting to see, to at least explore the possibility, if a jury, a fair, impartial jury was impaneled and they came up with a verdict, it would be interesting to at least explore the possibility of allowing the family
to have a say
right on whether or not that person is gets a lethal injection, or they're allowed?
No.
I know what you said.
No. The person they killed, Mayor,
Yeah.
they didn't get the choice of a lethal injection. I'd take that lethal injection, shove and stick it in their eye.
Well,
Mayor, I know you got to go, but
Yeah.
you wanted to come in and say Merry Christmas to everybody in your community, so go right ahead.
Well, I think my community is throughout your entire listening area, and I just want to wish my friends that I've got letters from because of my participation here from St. Charles, Missouri, all the way to Brooklyn, Illinois. I wish you and your family the best of holidays, Merry Christmas, and a peace and joyful season. God bless you.
Mayor Carl Lee Officer, our good friend and a proud black man who'll fight for the black community when the fight needs to be. And I'll fight for the white community when the fight needs to be. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after these messages. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state. Hey, you faggot bitch Kern, it's bi-state, you idiot, not bisexual. Radical radio at its finest also. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. We always talk about racial issues. Here's a University of Missouri. They've got members of the Black Student Government Group, the Legions of Black Collegians. The Legion of Black Collegians is a Columbia, Missouri fraternal group from the University of Missouri. Where's the white groups at? Members of the Legion of Black Collegians met several times because some women, when they walked by, directed some racial slurs towards them. It was one or two women, the Legion members say, that called them bad names. You guys are bigger pussies than those women. See, that's the problem. White people, stand up for your rights. Don't ask for any more than equal treatment, but don't tolerate or accept any less. All these black groups, and I'm not a racist. You don't see any white groups. You don't see any white Legion of Whiteness. You don't see any 100 white men group over in St. Louis. And I don't care. They can have their black organizations. I'm all for them. But when a white puts an organization together, then we're racist. National Association for Majority Equality. I am the national president. It'll kick off January the 1st. I've had blacks already telling me, hey, Romanik, that's racial. That's a racist organization. I said, what do you mean? You're the racist if you don't think white people deserve equal treatment. I'm not going to be pushed around. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Be thankful that you got your family with you. Enjoy them, because I'm not a religious person, somewhat spiritual. You never know when you're going to have another day with them. So let's everybody have a very, very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday season. We'll be back, I think, on Monday, unless I don't feel like being back on Monday, and it's my show. I'll do what the hell I want. So in the meantime, let's think about it seriously, people. We got to take back our country, one city at a time. And we can only do that, as you know, by destroying these political perverted punks, both Democrat, Republican, men and women, that are destroying us. It's time to take our country back. It's time to stand for something, or we'll fall for anything. So let's stand for our freedoms. Let's stand for our rights. And by doing that, We have to destroy these political, parasitical, perverted punks that we call politicians. Destroy them, as always. Politically, of course, right here on the dark side.